Hello everyone, I am Dharmaraj, studying MS in Computer Science at Mansagangotri, Mysore. Today I will explain SVM classifier, linear and nonlinear separable, and kernel function. Then firstly, what is the use of SVM classifier is face detection, text and hypertext categorization, classification of images, bioinformatics, handwriting recognition, and many more. Then what is SVM classifier is support vector machine is a supervised machine learning algorithm which can be used for both classification or regression challenges. However, it is mostly used in classification problem. In the SVM algorithm, we plot each data item as a point in n-dimensional space with the value of each feature begins the value of particular coordinate. In this figure, we see the red bubbles and green bubbles and the center line is hyperplane that is differentiates the two classes separately. How does SVM work? In this example, let's understand the figure. Create a hyperplane that separates the dataset into classes. Let us start with a sample problem. Suppose that for given dataset, you have to classify rectangle from blue circle. Your goal is create a line that classifies the data into two classes, creating a distinction between rectangles and blue circle. In the above visualization, we have a green line and red line. Which one do you think would better differentiate the data into two classes? If you choose the red line, then it is the ideal line that partition the two classes properly. However, we still have not conquered the fact that it is the universal line that would classify our data most efficiently. The green line cannot be ideal line as it lies too close to the red class. Therefore, it does not provide a proper generalization, which is our end goal. According to support vector machine, we find the proximity between our dividing plane and support vector. The distance between points and dividing line is known as margin. The aim of an SVM algorithm is to maximize this very margin. When the margin reaches its maximum, the hyperplane becomes the optimal one. The SVM model tries to enlarge the distance between the two classes by creating a well-defined decision boundary. In the above case, our hyperplane divides the data. While our data was in two dimensions, the hyperplane was one dimension. For higher dimensions, say n-dimensional Euclidean space, we have an n-1 dimensional subset that divides the space into two disconnected components. Advantages of support vector machine. It works relatively well when there is a clear margin of separation between classes. SVM is more effective in high-dimensional spaces. SVM is effective in case where the number of dimensions is greater than the number of samples. SVM is relatively memory efficient. Disadvantages of support vector machine is SVM algorithm is not suitable for large data sets. SVM does not perform very well when the dataset has more noise, that is target class are overlapping. In case where the number of features of each data point extends the number of training data samples, the SVM will underperform. As the support vector classifier work by putting data points above and below classifying hyperplane, there is a no probabilistic explanation for the classification. Then what is linear separable? And this example is to segregate the dataset into classes we need the hyperplane. To choose the right hyperplane we need margin. Margin is the distance between the hyperplane and the closest point from either set. To select the right hyperplane we choose the hyperplane which has maximum possible margin between the hyperplane and any point within the dataset. Therefore, this gives a fair chance to classify new data correctly. And nonlinear separable is when we cannot separate data with a straight line, we use nonlinear SVM. In this, we have kernel function that transform nonlinear spaces into linear spaces. It transfers data into another dimension so that the data can be classified. It transfers two variables x and y into three variables along with z. Therefore, the data have plotted from 2D space to 3D space. Now we can easily classify the data by drawing the best hyperplane between them. Difference between the linear and nonlinear. Linear is it can be easily separated with a linear line, and nonlinear is it cannot be easily separated with a linear line. And linear line is data is classified with the help of hyperplane, and nonlinear is we use kernel to make non-separable data into separable data. And linear is data can be easily classified by drawing a straight line, and nonlinear is we map data into high dimensional space to classify. Then what is kernel function? A kernel function is helping of support vector machine. It used to easily solve the problem. They provide a shortcut to avoid a complex calculation. The amazing thing about kernel is that we can go high dimension and perform smooth calculation with the help of it. We can go up to an infinite number of dimensions using kernels. Sometimes we cannot have hyperplane for certain problem. This problem arises when we go up to high dimension and try from a hyperplane. A kernel helps to form the hyperplane in the higher dimension without arising a complexity. Working of kernel functions. It way to solve nonlinear problems with the help of linear classifier. This is known as kernel tricks method. The kernel functions are used to parameter in the SVM code. They help to determine the shape of the hyperplane and decision boundary. We can set the value of kernel parameter in the SVM code. The value can be any type of kernel from linear to polynomial. If the value of the kernel linear, then the decision boundary would be linear and two-dimensional. This kernel function also helps in giving the decision boundaries. For higher dimension, we do not need to complex calculation. The kernel function do all the hard work. We just have to give the input and use the appropriate kernel also. We can solve the overfitting problem in SVM using the kernel function. This is example of the kernel tricks method. The types of kernel function is polynomial kernel function, Gaussian RBF kernel function, Sigmund kernel function, hyperbolic tangent kernel function, linear kernel function, graph kernel function, string kernel function, tree kernel function. Thank you for watching.